First, for inclusion in the agenda of the Bill 9461D, which addresses issues of transplantation, did not have 7 votes. The Speaker of Parliament Andriy Parubiy tried 3 times to include it in the agenda. The fact that in Ukraine 2 months was blocked transplants through the legislative collapse. Today this error is corrected by the Parliament, said after the adoption of the law the deputy of the Samopich, Irina Sasoyenko. January in Ukraine began to operate a new law on transplantation, but the health system was not ready for it. There is no registry of donors and recipients, are not ready doctors, the transplant coordinators or liaisons between donor and recipient. The doctors were afraid that in the absence of such a register after the operation they could face criminal proceedings. After all, the old law on the Transplantation Act has ceased. In these circumstances, the transplant facing criminal proceedings even when a kidney transplant or liver from mother to child, says Irina Zaslovets of Public Organizations donor. Mrs. Zaslovets collected signatures of hundreds of patients and physicians under the petition to the chairman of the Verkhovna Rada Andriy Parubiy with a request to unblock transplantation in Ukraine. To delay the effect of the new law and unblock an organ transplant to the Verkhovna Rada. On 27 February the Verkhovna Rada Committee on Health considered the Bill 9461D, which unlocks transplantation and recommended that Parliament urgently consider and adopt. Thus, the deputies created a transitional period until such time until it is ready and will work on the donor registry. This period will last until 1 January 2020. By this time, the organization of the transplantation will be carried out on the basis of the information contained on paper media. Before the beginning of the registry and for the next 3 months from the date of commencement of its work, the decision transplantatio will make the doctors. The law expanded the list of persons who can become bone marrow donors among family members, and provided an opportunity for family physicians to obtain consent for posthumous donation from potential donors.